Hey guys, Kevin here with MixCoach. Hey, before we get started today, I wanted you to know that I've got a training for you. It's at mixcoach.com/workshop. It's going to be 5 of my best mixing tips, guaranteed to make you mix faster, better, more consistently, and with more confidence. Okay, so go check it out, mixcoach.com/workshop. Okay, so this video that I'm going to show you today is something that I shot in my car. It's been a thought that's been on my mind about being a creative person. And you must be a creative person. You're on this channel, you like mixing, you like creating things from nothing. And this is a thought process that I had, and I wanted to capture it before it left. So check out the video. Thanks for watching. I'm sitting here and I've learned a lesson this week that I'll get to in just a minute. But I want to tell you why having a creative brain is, number one, a good thing, and number two, a terrible thing, and it sucks sometimes. And I'll tell you why. Okay, so what are the good things about having a creative brain? I feel like I have a creative brain, and I feel like a lot of people that may be watching this video and may subscribe to this YouTube channel and who may be a subscriber to MixCoach, you have creative brains because you're creative. You mix stuff, you write stuff, you produce things, you create things out of thin air. And this is a reason that having a good creative brain is a good thing. Number one, you can see into the future. You actually can see the outcome from the beginning. You can create a timeline that doesn't exist yet. You're good at this sort of thing. This is why people like us. This is why people want to hire us to do things, because you see potential and you can actually create something out of that potential. Okay. Another good thing about being creative is that you can create things out of nothing, which is, again, this is why people hire us. This is why, you can hear a song idea and you can create a hook that goes around it, and a timeline that goes with it, and a story that makes sense, right? And makes the hook kind of fit into the song. You can take a bunch of terrible tracks and you can make a good song out of them just by using your creativity. You can create things, and like I said, this is why hire us, right? And let me tell you the 2 bad things about being a creative and being able to be creative like this. Number one is you can see into the future, right? This is a good thing, but it's also a bad thing. And how does that work against you sometimes? Well, here's an example of what I did. I've got a set of monitors that are blown, and when I called the manufacturer, they said here's what you need to do. You need to take the amplifiers out of the monitors and switch them. And I'm like, this speaker weighs 100 pounds and you want me to take the amplifier out and switch it? It's not going to be the amplifier, it's the tweeter, just like what I told you. My creative brain has already created this story that I can't work around sometimes. Well, this week I actually took the amps off of the monitors and I switched them just like what they said. And the amps weighed 5 pounds maybe. And it was, and I felt like such an idiot because I took so much time to avoid it, because I had already created this narrative in my mind, this storyline in my mind that, it didn't exist. I created it in my brain. Second thing is you can create something out of nothing. You can create a job out of something that's going to be really easy. Matter of fact, Mark Twain had a great quote. He said, "I'm an old man and I've known a lot of troubles, but most of them never happened." Now, Mark Twain was a creative guy, right? And he created a lot of stuff in his mind. Most of it never happened, okay? Okay, so here's a tip on how to work with a creative brain. Number one, here's the best tip that is my workaround for being creative and having to work around that, is don't think about the outcome. If you know something needs to be done and you know that there's a step-by-step process, don't think about all the steps. Think about the first step. My first step was go get the hex screw and unscrew the amp. That's the only thing I had to do. Now, what that does is it will not get the job done, but it creates momentum. And by momentum is how creative people thrive, right? Because here's another advantage that we have, is that creative people are creative about working around problems. So if you do the first thing and you encounter a problem, then your mind starts to kick in and your creative brain starts to work with you again. Okay, so just get it started. That's the only thing you have to do, is just get started, and then your creative brain flips and it starts working with you. So this is how a creative brain can either work for you or work against you. And if you don't do some of these things, having a creative brain will keep you from getting things done that you need to. These are another quick thing. This is why a lot of creative people are bad at relationships. I do this a lot. Even though I feel like I'm good at relationships, one of the things that happens to me a lot is that when I, like for example, when I haven't seen somebody in a long time, or I haven't talked to somebody, or I haven't worked with somebody in a long time, I create this narrative in my head like they don't even remember who I am. They don't know who I am anymore. They forgot about me. Not true. They still remember me. And number two scenario, they hate my work because they haven't called me for a while. They must think I suck. And that's not true either. They just have been busy and they haven't had the time to reach out. And just like I haven't had the time to reach out, they don't hate me. They don't hate my work. I've created this situation in my mind that is just not true. And these are some things that having a creative brain is just not pleasant sometimes. Sometimes you wish that you could just turn it off and turn it on. And these two tips here, this will help you to work around it. Just do the first thing and then let your creative brain help you finish it, okay? Hey, if you've liked this video, give me a thumbs up or share this video with some creative person that can't seem to get anything done. Maybe this will help, okay? Hey, thanks for watching today, and I will see you soon. Bye.